Hi friends, this is Caput Piso, presenting facts as usual. And here's another example of course, the problem that's happening in the world today, which is the cancer of the brain, the HIV of the brain, that is religious psychosis. Zombie God believe and Allah believe and all this nonsense. Apophiba, imaginary friend of all irrational belief acceptance, also found in all neurological disorders. The brain is the creator of thinking. And again, I'm explaining this so you can understand. I'm taking you back into the past so you understand what happened in the 70's. Thanks to CNN is putting a really interesting program about the 70's, talking about cults and what happens. And Americans forget about that. And it's related, the past. Those who ignore the past are condemned to repeat it. And we should know the past. Go back 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 years ago and understand that so we can understand the present and predict the future.
He was afraid to face the publicity and answer the questions here in this country.
Back to 78.
He was talking, helping people, he was talking...
Excellent example of Christ psychosis. Jim Jones. Christian, People's Temple.
My impression now that those are...
Moved from San Francisco,
for him.
the whole congregation,
He's gone crazy.
to Guyana, South America.
Started hearing the name Jim Jones more regularly, and he wanted to expose what he believed was going on down there that was wrong.
1978.
Very glad to be here. This is
Over 900 people killed by drinking
whatever the comments are.
sacraments.
People here who believe that this is the best thing they've ever had in their whole life.
This is what religion does to you.
Towards the end of the
It's psychosis.
John Harris, who was the
It's people believing in imaginary friend.
pavilion, and two people slipped him a note. And he
Religion is the
notes
cancer of the brain.
Congressman Ryan, who opens them and says, "Oh my God, it's true. Everything we've been told is true." And then word spread.
People don't see it.
Where people wanted to leave.
Religion is a mental illness. It's a cancer of the brain. And people have forgotten. Americans have a very short memory.
And then I
They
remember
have forgotten about Jim Jones, a reverend, a Christian.
between them.
No different than Mormons, Catholics, or anything. All these kids died.
You could feel the tension.
People play games, friend. They lie.
No difference.
They lie. What can I do about lies? And you people are...
No difference than the Crusades,
Just beg you, please.
Nazism, Christian Hitler, killing over 6 million.
Take off with minimal damage
Look at
to
that.
his movement. Jones snapped.
No different than McVeigh,
Good evening. For about the last 30
All the
hours, we here
school shootings today.
have been trying to establish what happened last night
See?
at the airstrip at a place
It's Christianity, it's a psychosis.
called- We do have a
Believe in God.
Two NBC newsmen were shot to death there.
Don Harris was killed. Bob Brown was killed. Congressman Ryan was shot 45 times.
Wounded, they would walk over and shoot him in the head with a shotgun.
See? All
I was
Christians.
shot 5 times. But,
Look at
then all of a sudden they just
this.
came and
See? I've been saying that now, Jim.
the point blank.
Religious beliefs
They're
that
shooting
in the
people
brain,
die, including
it's
Leo
like
Ryan.
an HIV of the
And back
brain.
in Jonestown,
It's one of
Jim
the
Jones
schizophrenia.
is calling for a revolutionary suicide, where we're all going to kill ourselves
That's right.
and make a statement.
No, not to make a statement. They wanted to go to heaven. They believe in heaven. That's the reason they want to do that.
I first flew into Jonestown last evening around sunset. There was absolute silence. Nothing living was around. Jonestown last evening was the city of the dead.
They found tremendous quantities of potassium cyanide poison. It had been mixed with Kool-Aid. It killed quickly, within 5 minutes.
Know how many people voluntarily drank the poison? But
See?
other people were either coerced,
See?
brainwashed, or took it
No, but
against
why? It's psychosis. All the Christians, all the churches do that. They've been doing that for 1,700 years.
Medevac plane.
But they control the United States of America. These Christ-psychotic infected imbeciles.
Good evening.
How many countries? How many churches do you have here?
Bodies in
United States.
Jonestown, Guyana.
All over the place.
10 died in the poison ritual of the People's Temple last week.
This was themselves, in its own interest, for its own well-being,
This nation will have to find out why.
And they do not mention Christianity. That's why. The psychosis.
Shaking my head day after day, saying Al is the best son in the world.
What the press wrote about Bundy and his crimes wasn't the full details, the full extent of the barbarism, the fact that he would have sex with their corpses, mutilate the victims. That didn't quite fit with this image of this boy next door.
The word Christianity is never mentioned in this program. This CNN in the 70s is talking about the cults of the 70s. This Christianity infected America for you guys. Well, nobody sees it. All people are brought up in Christian home, infected by Bible teaching crap.
Charge of murdering a young woman.
They're all homophobic.
That trial never
Sex is a sin.
During a court hearing break, he was left alone in a
They all revere a zombie that resurrected and say with blood name Jesus Christ.
And escape.
They revere that. They think it's sacred. They have all these hocus pocus spiritual beliefs.
And he probably would have died
Psychos.
if they hadn't arrested him. So they caught him, and he was put back in jail. And at Christmas, he escaped again.
Bundy starved
It's all religious psychosis.
through a hole in the ceiling of his
It's a mental illness of God belief,
responded by putting Bundy on
which is a zombie Jesus, a zombie that say with blood.
Were circulated throughout the nation.
Look at that.
Ted did not have.
It's a problem. Nobody sees it. All these are couples being caused by Christian upbringing, Christian beliefs, Christian crap.
So he stole a car and went to Florida.
Religion is the most dangerous of the HIV neural array, cancer of the brain, religious psychosis. Even look at this. This is Islam psychosis. They were in Ashura. They whip themselves silly. They all have blood sacrifice. Look at this. Uh-oh. He overdid it. Well, enjoy death. You'll go to paradise. Have more cuts and do more cuts, and then all Christians jump from the Grand Canyon and say, in Jesus' name we jump. All the religious idiots should kill themselves. They should kill themselves and then go to paradise. They believe in life after death. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Leave the planet to mentally healthy, noble atheists. Because an atheism means no belief in imaginary friend, God and the rest of crap. It means that you're healthy, you're sane. And we mentally healthy atheists are the ones that created the technology of enjoy today about all these nuts. Because atheists, you don't believe in all this nonsense, over 1700 years, you atheists gathering the knowledge, rejecting the religious psychosis and the crap like that, are really understanding, getting into all the experiments and technology that will eventually create, gathering all the knowledge that will become the science we have today. Atheism creates science that we enjoy today to help our one life that we have in this planet, because we only have one existence. There's no life after death, no crap like that. That's a psychosis, a mental illness, which clearly you see here. This man's Islam psychosis, ignorance, made him use a machete, a knife, instead of a whip to flagellate himself like they do in Ashura. There's Islam psychosis, Ashura. The brain is the creator of thinking. And when it's sick, it creates only sick thinking. But our true creator is the penis of our fathers. That's what we are created by, spit of sperm. This is our spaceship. This is the one that fertilized the egg and created our brains. Our brains began completely with no knowledge at all during the imprinting periods that we learn how to use them. The brain is the universe inside our skulls we are thinking with. And it can be infected with viruses. Viruses are part of us. But when they get out of control, like the coronavirus that is in our genome, then it starts making us do different crazy thinking. Also, parasites like schistosomes, microbes, bacteria. These parasites, Toxoplasma gondii, give us really weird religious beliefs. The cingulate cortex, when it's out of whack, can create delusions. Schizophrenia and religious beliefs are the same. It's a disruption of signals. And in the The nucleus accumbens is the reward center in the brain. Also, everything is connected, so it can induce fear, anxiety, and everything. The interface between religious and psychosis, if you have an interference, temporal-limbical interference, you have this pleasure in the reward center. So sometimes you have a, look at this, there's a Christ psychosis and Islam psychosis, religion is a mental illness. One is an organized form of schizophrenia.
Terrorism began to hit home.
An elegant townhouse in New York's Greenwich Village was destroyed by a series of dynamite explosions.
Authorities first assumed an accidental detonation in a gas line had been responsible, except that the blast had been just too powerful, destroying the $100,000 house and badly damaging the two neighboring homes, one belonging to actor Dustin Hoffman. Materials needed to make bombs.
3 bodies were found in the rubble, members of the violence-oriented Weatherman group.
The New York cell of the Weather Underground was beginning
Christian versus Muslims
that
and
night at an officer's stance.
Catholic versus Protestants, Hindu versus the rest of it.
Went badly, and 3 of them ended up dead.
Religious psychosis,
owner
right there.
and another girl fled right after the blast.
You know, whites against blacks and the racism to the KKK, all Christian, Christian organization.
From the police.
It's all Christianity. It's all the psychosis, the psychopathy of believing God crap. It's just a psychosis. It's the most dangerous schizophrenia that nobody seems to see. I've been saying that
about changing hearts and
ad
minds.
nauseam now.
The 70s.
President Obama trying to start a war with Iran. The Pleiadians downed the missile harmlessly at sea, and then last night, San Diego fired another ICBM at the Pleiadians this time. But changed density and do all kinds of things that these guys on this planet have never imagined. And a rocket could pass right through them and not harm them. And plus they now...
The Pleiadians. See that? This Christ psychosis infected imbeciles. At the moment you're born in a Christian home, Christian nation, infected with brain disease, and you go to church all the time, and they infect your brain with this conspiracy theory, with this Bible shit, and all this bunch of nonsense. You're going to believe in the Pleiadians, in the ancient aliens, and all this stuff, just like the Mormons did, because it was created by Joseph Smith in about 1830s. And Scientologists also have science fiction, ancient alien things, and it is typical with any Christian, any person that is brought up in a Christian home. You just get the brain infected with all the Christ psychosis, conspiracy theory, psychosis, which also contains ancient aliens. It's like a Jesus Christ, an alien. The same thing. Look at this.
If they want to just get out of the way. It's really kind of silly to think that we could take on a race that's been around for many millions of eons longer than the reptilians.
And really briefly, Colleen, some people might not know exactly who the Pleiadians were, so why would President Obama want to fire an ICBM at the Pleiadians?
Because they're here to rescue human beings who are being enslaved on this planet and forced into a paradigm of a super oligarchy that favors the Bilderberg Group and the Illuminati and is completely and utterly without any conscience towards the human being whatsoever. They poison us deliberately in order for us to have to buy pharmaceuticals so that they can string our miserable little lives along on pharmaceuticals for the rest of our aging days. There's no need for us to be in the kind of physical condition that we are in. But they put chemtrails in collusion with BP, British Petroleum. They put chemicals in jet fuel, and then
what?
chemicals end up getting sprayed in minute particles that rain down on our food, our crops.
No, the beliefs, the Christ psychotics believe in all the churches. When they pray to imaginary friends. I mean, conspiracy theory, the ancient aliens, the Pleiadians, and the reptilians, and all that. Oh boy, it's just the same, like the people that go to any church, mosque, synagogue, that talk to imaginary friends, the same thing. There's no difference that the people that believe in all this conspiracy theory. The religious psychosis does not discriminate. And the imaginary friend have many names. Ancient aliens, Pleiadians, Christians, Methodists, and all these idiots, and they all, zombie Jesus and the rest of it, ghosts and spirits and demons and satanic possession and all this bunch of nonsense. It's all in the brain, it's all delusions created by infected brains, like the cancer of the HIV of the brain. And this is here. It's a perfect example. You see that in
West Germany. The Olympics of Serenity have become the one thing the Germans didn't want them to be, the Olympics of terror.
Over the apartments of the Israeli team. And I said, they did what?
At about
See?
5 o'clock this morning,
The Munich Olympics.
Arab guerrillas, believed now to be 5 in number, got over the fence into the headquarters of the Israeli team.
There you go.
This was the first
Islam psychotics against Jewish psychotics, with the Christian psychotics watching.
This is happening now.
See? It's all religious psychosis. No matter what you call it, it's all religious psychosis. This terrorism is all due to religious psychosis, the cancer of the brain.
One of them believed dead. This is a live picture you're looking at right now.
People forget about that.
And there again is the head of one of the guerrillas.
There you go.
Terrorism.
Oh, the psychotics. Keep in mind, we are evolved mutant primates that create thinking with our brains, the universe within. When the brain malfunctions, it creates a schizophrenia-like religious psychosis. Here I am when I was 1 year old, 1943, and aging and aging and aging, and my brain started acquiring information. It cannot tell between fact and fiction at first, but then it started rejecting all the fiction and all the religious psychosis and becoming mentally healthy and doing connections, which I am an atheist, mentally healthy. No believing crap. And here I start aging and aging. And if I'm lucky, if I get mummified, 3,000 years from now, I will look like Ramses II in Pacha de Oro.